guys ready? All right. Good morning. I'm Sheriff Kevin McMahill with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. With me today is Special Agent in charge of the FBI, Spencer Evans, and Assistant Sheriff Dory Korn with the LVMPD Homeland Security and Investigative Services. They'll be two of the individuals speaking. The rest of the individuals up here are also the command team that helped lead through this investigation over the course of the last week. And I'm here to provide you a significant update on the Tesla attack that took place early last week. This event involved an attack on the Tesla Collision and Sales Center on Tuesday, March 18th at approximately 02:45. The suspect used a firearm and Molotov cocktails to damage the center and destroy multiple vehicles that were parked on site. You'll see to my left some of that video that was taken from that night. On the screen next to me is also what I want to highlight to each one of you is the very little information that my investigators and FBI agents had to work with from the initial aspect of this investigation. There's a grainy photograph of the suspect's vehicle, a nearly indescribable photo of the suspect himself, and a couple of photographs of headlights and taillights of the vehicle. That's what my investigators had to go on a week ago. Part of this story that you're going to hear is how we arrived at our suspect being taken into custody with such little information. It's incredible work by everybody involved. And despite that minimal information at the onset, and thanks to the hard work and collaborative effort by the FBI Joint Terrorism Task Force, the LVMPD Counterterrorism Section, and all of our Fusion Center partners, we were able to identify and arrest the suspect involved in this attack. There's a couple social media photos that that have been circulated out there already. The suspect's name is Paul Kim, K-I-M.
Wow. Wow. I don't know if I was expecting that or not. I don't know. I wasn't expecting that, I'll be honest with you. I was not expecting that. But look at here. I'm glad they caught this guy. I'm glad they caught him, first of all, because what he did is wild, wild, wild crazy. From what I heard he did, this guy was shooting. He brought like an assault rifle with him. He was shooting the Teslas first, and then he pretty much threw a pipe bomb in there, pretty much, to set them all on fire. What type of protesting is this? This is not protesting. This is straight up vandalism. And he doesn't win. He's like the sacrificial lamb. A lot of people are praising this guy right now. He's a sacrificial lamb. He's going to be in jail. While he's in jail, everybody outside is still, life goes on. And he just took one for the team. Y'all are wild. It could have got even worse, honestly. What if the police got there while he was on scene with that assault rifle in his hand? He most likely would have got shot and killed. Even police officers probably would have got shot and killed. A lot of nonsense going on out here in these streets, man.
He's an Asian male adult, and he is 36 years of age. I'm going to transition now to Assistant Sheriff Dory Korn to explain to you exactly what happened over the course of this last week. Sheriff Korn.
Thank you, Sheriff. Good morning. I'm Assistant Sheriff Dory Korn at the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. I oversee our Homeland Security and Investigative Services Group, which includes our Counterterrorism Section. I have the opportunity here to provide the details of the investigation, but there's no doubt this was a collaborative effort involving multiple agencies, numerous, actually hundreds of personnel that have been involved. Some of the key people, to include the folks that are standing back here, like Lieutenant Rick Myers, who oversees our Counterterrorism Section, were instrumental. And because of all of their hard work, we were able to quickly identify and apprehend the Tesla firebombing suspect in record-breaking time. Based on the updated evidence that we have, we now have a better understanding, a more comprehensive understanding of what actually happened. And I'm going to provide some details as we walk through a little bit of a timeline on what occurred and then what we know about the suspect now. So we'll begin with just talking about how the suspect arrived. He arrived east of the location in a vehicle, showed up in a black sedan just parked east of the Tesla Collision Center. You can see on this video clip here, we highlighted the area because it's at the top of your screen, and you'll be able to see the arrival of the vehicle. You'll be able to see that the vehicle comes in, originally driving westbound where you can see the headlights, and then turns around where you can see the taillights, and he reverses back into where he parks. The suspect then proceeds on foot.
Got this dude
and
all
approaches
on
the corner of the
video.
building. As you've seen before and as you've probably heard, and certainly as we're showing today, he attempted to mask his identity by wearing black attire, concealing his face, and wearing gloves. The suspect then began shooting the surveillance cameras with what appeared to be a rifle. You can see an image here of the suspect pointing the rifle towards the camera. At least 2 surveillance cameras were damaged by gunfire. And then upon shooting the cameras, the suspect proceeded to the front doors of the Tesla, and he began spray painting the words "resist" across the doors. I'll let this video play because you'll get a better shot of the suspect. You can see his description as he goes across the clear doors there, committing his act of crime. Once he finishes spray painting the words "resist" on the doors, he then approaches multiple Tesla vehicles that were parked in the front of the center. He proceeded to shoot into each vehicle and used a Molotov cocktail to set the vehicles on fire. We'll play a few video clips here to kind of show you his behavior. You can see him right there in the dark clothing.
Use a cocktail.
He casually walks over to his first
Molotov
vehicle that's
cocktail.
targeted. He will soon put down his backpack onto the ground.
Look at this.
And then he transitions to the firearm. And you'll see him shoot into the vehicle.
Look at this.
Once he shoots into the vehicle, he ends up going back from the vehicle to the bag and then back to the car, presumably picking up his item that he used to be able to firebomb the vehicle. We believe that was a Molotov cocktail. And you'll see in a moment here, the vehicle will ignite and ultimately fully engulf, causing severe damage. The suspect then continues on to a second vehicle, and you can see here he's on to the second target. He'll do very similar behavior where he shoots into the vehicle, he goes into the backpack, retrieves an item, and ultimately you'll notice here that he ends up getting the second vehicle on fire as well.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I'd really hate to be him today. I'd really hate to be.
From there, he then proceeds to his third vehicle, repeats the same type of activity.
Because they're going to book
one of
him.
the incendiary
They're going to get him
devices he was
good.
not able to ignite, which is one of the devices that we were able to recover. But ultimately, 5 vehicles were damaged, to include 3 of which were fully destroyed. You can see images of the vehicles here.
Look at that.
And then you'll see here a drone video. This is from our Skydio drone, being able to provide an overview of the damage as well. After this, the suspect then proceeds and flees east, gets in his vehicle, and leaves the area. As I mentioned earlier, this case has been worked around the clock, and Sheriff McMahill and Special Agent in Charge Spencer Evans have made it a top priority for our organization and put a tremendous amount of workforce behind it to make sure that this was dealt with in a quick manner. Because of that, in 8 days around the clock with our teams, we were able to identify the suspect's vehicle as a black Hyundai Elantra. You'll see a photo here. But what's important to point out here is that this was achieved through an exhaustive review of surveillance material, analytical data, and a canvas of over 700 locations across the valley, ultimately allowing us to piece together critical evidence with speed and precision. You can see on this image here, this is just one example of many where we're using the flock technologies to be able to identify the type of vehicle, including very specific features of the vehicle that build up into additional leads and ultimately get us to the point of identifying the suspect.
There's really no point of doing this stuff because eventually you get caught. Eventually the cameras will pick you up. Eventually they'll do their investigation. Eventually everything will come back to you. So there's really no point. Nobody died here, but somebody's going to jail. For how long? Let's see. He's probably going to get a good 5 at least. He probably might get a good 5. Who knows? They're going to try to give him some good time because they're going to make a statement. They're going to make a statement. People are trying to earn a wage at Tesla by selling cars. They might not even have nothing to do with what's going on politically. And this guy took the time out of his day to go and mess up somebody's bag. Somebody's hard-earned money. They couldn't even show up to this shop because they were afraid that this guy might come back with that gun and shoot the place up. Maybe people that even have his same type of views or a Democratic view. It's really, really sad to see how some of the people are reacting to Trump being president and Elon Musk being in Doge. It's really sad, honestly. Even if you don't agree with what is going on, even if you have a problem, an issue with what is going on, it is sad to see you guys go out like this. Because y'all are losing more and more respect. People are seeing this stuff and they're just like, this is a turnoff. This is not what we wanted. This is not acceptable. Honestly, it's evil. Let's continue, man.
And his vehicle. As of now, a preliminary assessment, and we have a lot of data to go through and a lot of investigative work that needs to be followed up on, but a preliminary assessment of the suspect's social media activity indicates some very loose but self-proclaimed ties to the Communist Party USA social media group, as well as social media groups called Revolutionary Communist International, Hidden Palestine, Palestine Action, and a variety of other social media groups. That is part of our investigation, is to dig further into it and to be able to determine additional motive and other potential concerns. At this point,
Big dog, y'all got better stuff to be doing out here, man. Y'all got better stuff. Y'all should be working. Y'all should have a job. And I know he's not even one of the federal workers that got laid off or anything like that. He's not even one of them. You got better stuff to be doing out here, y'all. Accept the L. Be strategic. Protest peacefully if you need to. I get that part. But the vandalism must stop. Like, y'all are joking. This is not helping y'all case in any which way. And the fact that y'all are not even, the Democratic Party is not getting on the pulpit or the stage that they have in telling the people, do not be violent. They're not even doing that. But they expect us that are watching these people that voted for the other side. Let's be honest here. Maybe once were Democratic, very independent voters, but maybe once was Democratic, now Republican. Y'all expect us to look at this stuff and try to come back to the Democratic Party. Y'all are losing our votes. It's just the honest truth. Y'all are losing our votes.
Point in time, the suspects was placed immediately on 24/7 surveillance by
Y'all gotta do better
units to ensure public safety and preserve evidence. Additional evidence was collected as we continued our investigation, and the suspect was ultimately arrested yesterday evening. A search warrant was then obtained and served by the LVMPD SWAT team, which is by far one of the best, if not the best, SWAT teams in the country. They were able to do that safely and quickly. And as a part of their operation, we were able to conduct searches of 2 vehicles linked to the suspect's apartment, and we were also able to collect a buccal swab for DNA to be able to compare that to the DNA that we recovered from the scene. Our searches revealed numerous items of interest to include multiple rifles, a shotgun, a handgun, and miscellaneous gun parts. You can see a photo to my left of some of the items that were recovered. We also were able to recover ammunition in multiple calibers to include the caliber that was used in the crime. We also recovered numerous electronic devices, which our partners at the FBI are quickly analyzing. We also recovered a black gun belt with a pouch that had pink paint residue on it. You can see a photo of that to my left, as well as a black backpack with pink paint, face masks, and other articles of clothing that are consistent with the suspect's description.
Man didn't even get rid of the evidence. He just took one for the team. He took one for the team. Luckily, this guy did not die. That's y'all best thing about this situation. This guy didn't die. I don't even know if y'all are agreeing with this. I would like the Democratic Party, someone that is in the Democratic Party or that is a Democratic voter, to type down in the comments if y'all agree with this guy or not. Because if y'all agree with him, I think we need to have a conversation. I think we honestly need to have a conversation. And I'm all here for it. Let me know y'all thoughts about this down in the comments below. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate y'all viewership. This guy has been caught. We're not going to do this whole video. There's definitely plenty of videos and different sceneries of what happened in this Tesla dealership vandalism. But we just glad that this guy's off the streets at this point. We glad. Honestly, this is unnecessary behavior. This is not protesting. This is just pure evil. But anyways, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if y'all are new. Till next time, man, it's y'all boy Dgotsauce. Peace. Shout outs to today's sponsor, the Snacks.shop. They have a variety of snacks, and I'm telling you right now, guys, they smack. All right, this is my third bag. All right, third bag. Thank you for everything you guys sent to me from the Snacks.shop. I appreciate y'all care package. Today's sponsor, make sure you guys go check them out. They have some dope snacks, and I can't lie, man, it's busting. I'm going to get some more of these, I promise you. These are the Korean chicken, like literally. Check out their website. Go cop something, man. Let them know that Dgotsauce sent you. And thank you again to today's sponsor, the Snacks.shop.